We're here again. This is probably going to be the easiest, knock on wood, all sorts of wood. Probably the easiest installation ever because the circuit panel's in the garage and it's off? Okay. And most likely there's studs left and right, so we might be able to attach the charging unit to one of those and then just call it a day. Very minimal use of wires. So tap one of these, go down there, and then there.
See, like there's some flying and arrows going on the street. One fell down and Monkey said, "You want this? She's crazy there. We need it."
Just back up a little so everyone can see you, like right there.
Hey, that's my dance. That's my dance.
That's
Show me how you dance.
You show me how you dance. What is she doing?
No, that's my dance.
Okay, let's go. We need to go to the girls. Okay, let's sit down. Alright, so she gets to have her fun while I go install a pretty fly. Well, I go install an electric vehicle charger. So, at least both of us have fun. Alright, catch you later. Hey guys, so I just jumped straight into the project. I took off the cover and started messing around with the circuits, and I realized pretty quickly that there were two circuits full on 240 double poles that were just sitting there. The wires had been capped off. But before you even start, one thing to note: wear your safety gear. At least have your gloves on. Use a clamp or fasteners, especially when you're dealing with anything electrical. And again, if you are not comfortable with messing around with electrical, with looking at bare wires, do not even touch this. Get a professional. Get your dad, get someone that knows their way around a circuit panel to do this. Second thing is, when you're in here, don't do what I did. Shut off the main power. But anyway, here I'm just figuring out exactly where I want to place the box, and a place that makes sense for the owner because this is their space. And at this point, the thing that I'm hammering out is just one of the bump outs or seals for the bottom of the circuit enclosure. That's just to facilitate feeding wire from the circuit breaker down into that place that I'm cutting out right now, because right there is where the Tesla charging box is going to be mounted. Now you're going to see me trying to sort of dry fitting. I'm going to come back and drill holes for where the wire will feed into the box itself, and then I'm going to have to come back and poke a hole in the drywall because obviously I won't be able to sit the wire outside of it. If I do this, the box just won't sit even with the wall, and you never want to do that. At this point, I'd already poked a hole in the drywall, and I'm essentially dry fitting everything. I fed the wire through that and fed all the leads or the terminals into the box right there. So I'm just coming back and I'm going to connect the circuit breaker back into the wires, make sure that I have enough length to go into the circuit panel, and continue from there. Now, all the while I was doing this, my camera kept on giving me warnings about heat, because what I was doing was in a garage and I had my camera sitting on a tripod, just hanging out in the sun. Over here, I'm just connecting the neutral and the ground to the terminal bars, and it's out of shot, but I'm screwing those into the bars right now. And that's something that you need to do before you put anything electrical in. Make sure you're grounded and make sure your neutral is also connected. That'll save your life in case those two hot wires, or in case a hot wire touches something, having the neutral wire in the terminal will save your life. Same thing for ground. And make sure you wear, you know, your hand protection, your eye protection, your rubber-soled shoes, or whatever it is, whatever PPEs that you need to make sure that you're safe on a job site. And if I knew my camera was just taking shots of my elbow and that box below, I would have adjusted it way earlier. Things to look out for. Always check your camera. Now, the glorified unit, well, not the glorified unit, the charging unit. Here I'm doing a dry fit, so the circuit's hot. I just attached it just to make sure that I have the relevant lights turning on. Those turned on perfectly fine. So that means I have power, the circuit's functional. At least the circuit breaker is functional. Now right now I'm switching that on to using a construction screw. Just something that I like to use. I like the bite of that better, and that is actually a better material in my opinion than what comes in the box. Alright, so in classic awesomeness, you probably missed half of this. The camera overheated because it was sitting partly in the sun, but everything's installed right now. You have power, it's thinking, but I'm gonna check that. I put the neutral in where the ground is supposed to be, because that's how it's been done previously. We'll see. If it doesn't like it, we'll swap it out for the true ground. But either way, everything is connected. The ground's connected, neutral is connected, all of them to the right bars. Positive and negative, well, load and load 2, they're all hooked up. 60 amp, waiting for setup, but let's make sure. And it keeps complaining the temperature's too high, so it's updating the software right now. And mind you, if the owner has a Tesla already, it's better to use their phone, their device, because if you use yours, if you have a Tesla One app or even a Tesla app, period, it's gonna tie it to your account. You wanna use theirs. All right, it's restarting now. Looking good. All right, it's restarting. Done, it'll let us know if we need to join the charger's Wi-Fi unit again. But so far, so good. It's gonna stay this way until the update's complete. I'll come back. So you have to join the home Wi-Fi. Yeah, and see if you have a full set of LEDs like that. That's good. That means it's utilizing all 60 amps. Just in case Tesla decides to turn all the Teslas into robots. It won't take over your home. All it's done. When you're done, make sure to screw everything back the way you found it. Because what's the motto? You have to leave your customer happier than when you found them. Doesn't matter what they're going through, doesn't matter what you're going through. Always remember, you serve your customer, you leave a smile on their face. And that's a genuine smile. And we got a new charging unit. I just need to come back and fix that. Just put some tape and some drywall compound. That should be good. Might actually glue the inside, fit that, and then put the tape over it. All right, now 8 and 6 needs to change over here. It's no longer a wall oven, it needs to be a Tesla charger. All right, hey guys, so really quick, I just want to say thank you for watching. Do me a favor, I'm in the phase where I'm trying to grow this channel, so like, subscribe, definitely share with folks, and if you could use the links to the products in the description, that would be beneficial. beneficial. If you have anything to buy, especially if you're trying to do a similar setup, you can get them from your box stores. But using the links from Amazon and from places like that, they do help out this channel. So thank you. All right, catch you in the next one. Oh, I do have a backlog of videos that I need to clear, so you should